had some trouble there. Apparently, I hit the go live and then the end broadcast in the space of 3 seconds. So I apologize. We'll see if anybody joins. Let me give me 2 seconds. I don't know. I'm having trouble with the chat. I had everything set up yesterday. I was like, I am all ready to go. And of course, I have had a ton of trouble. Let's see. I apologize, guys. This is rough. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days. It's been one of those days. That's all I can say about that. Um, there we go. Okay, so take 2 more seconds. I've almost got it. Anybody have one of those days? Why? No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try my best and we'll see how this goes. Oh, and of course, everything's now just automatically closing. Awesome. Awesome. Everything's going great. I don't know why you guys are worried. Everything's gonna go fine. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume nobody's watching and it's just me. So if you're in the chat, I promise I will get this figured out. I wasn't gonna do too long of a live today because it's the first one back in a while. I actually moved and then I did a small series for Advent with my sister, and then I've been sewing. I've been sewing a lot. I made this sweatshirt, which is super cute, I think. It says Kaza Yum Tea Under the Mountain. It was so fun. Anyway, let me switch over. There we go. I also drew and painted this picture for my planner at the very end of December, early January, because this is the year of the fire horse apparently, and to me I was immediately like, and so I painted this picture and I thought it turned out really cute. I actually want to get back into drawing more. I used to be pretty good at it, and then I kind of had this mentality of like, you're either good at something or you're not good at something, especially art and like making things related, which is just a terrible mindset to have. Everything in life is doable, is figure outable. You've just got to figure it out. And you might have a talent for something, but that just means you're a little bit better starting off. You have to put in the work like anything else. So this summer, I decided I would just start practicing drawing. And of course I practiced one thing. I guess two if you count my fire horse now. I created these two little randomizers. I love randomizing things. I have a hundred zillion different ideas. So just when I want to just do something, I just start with random stuff. Anyway, so I have like a type of art design and then a word. So like this would be vintage rapport. You can take those two words and anything at all that comes to mind. We won't do those ones today, but I'll show you what I did last time in the summer when I started this, and I got ancient Egyptian and focus. So I created this whole, I drew out this falcon. I felt like falcon has really good focus, and I did it in Egyptian style, and I just did the bird, and then I was like, he needs to be flying over something. And so it just like spiraled out of control, but I thought this one turned out really cute. I actually, let me switch here. It was my first design I digitized. It turned out really good, but I kind of want to digitize this. I think it'd be so fun. So anyway, that is kind of where I wanted to start today. So if you want to do this with me, and you can do any type of project, you don't have to draw, you can do whatever, just like something to get you going, something to inspire you. So for this week, and I'll show you what I do, my finished version on Monday of next week, but it's going to be contemporary. Interesting. Okay, that's the design style, and our word is adventure. Contemporary adventure. Okay. Well, that's going to be a contemporary adventure, I guess. So I'll have to think on that one. Let me grab a tiny bit of tape. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to think about that. Immediately when I did the Egyptian focus, I like had a vision. I have no vision. Contemporary adventure. I've got nothing. So I'm going to think about this one. Actually, though, I say that, I've had an idea. So I'm going to grab a pencil. Let me go back here. I will, if anybody's interested, I'm happy to walk through my new awesome craft room, sewing room. Like I said, I moved, and there's this house in my sister's neighborhood where they moved in that had been on the market for like a really long time, like 18 months. And I was like, I cannot afford a house in this neighborhood, but maybe I can lowball them and get this house that's been on the market forever. And I did that, and they were like, no, like, you're crazy. And I was like, awesome, no problem at all. And then I walked away. And then 3 weeks later, they were like, hey, we reduced the price. And then I bought the house. And it's bigger than I planned because I did not need a bigger house. I actually wanted to downsize a little bit, but ended up getting this like huge basement room that now is my craft room, and I love it. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. Okay, contemporary adventure. Have you guys seen the do like line art? And it'll be like, I don't know. I was going for a bear there, but you guys can't see that at all. But it's just like a line, and it's like black and white. It's very contemporary. So maybe I'll think about that. I've seen ones that like are triangle with a little circle. What I'll do is I have another live scheduled on Wednesday, so I'll draw out some ideas and maybe get the draft, and then we can work on it together on Wednesday. So I got some things a brewing. It took a second. The ancient Egypt focus one was like immediate. I knew exactly what I was doing. And then this one, I need a little bit of time to mull it over, but I'll keep working. Okay. I have two other options. I'm gonna pull out. So I was super uninspired. I have been a little bit uninspired for about a year to do like paper crafting. I've been doing a lot of sewing, but paper crafting has not been the thing. So I started this art journal, and the whole point of it is just to like do something. It don't gotta look good. And I always like to have words in an art journal, but like I didn't have words for myself, if that makes sense. Like I was like I didn't have the words to articulate how I was feeling or anything like that. So I used words that I do like, and I just started writing out the book of Revelation in the Bible because that sounded fun to me. And here are the pages I've done so far. I think the first couple are rough. They're rough. Don't feel bad if you're like, Lisa, that's a little rough. But kind of here, starting to look a little better. I mean, it's kind of like wild and all over the place and contemporary in design. But, you know, I'm starting to go places, starting to get somewhere. I'm excited. I pulled out these flowers, which I've been saving forever, and I'm really trying not to just save things. And this is my favorite one because this is, it just turned out so perfect. It's this beautiful kind of cream coffee color background with all these letters on it. And this whole paper, and I loved it so much. And I got to the part where Jesus is like, I'm the Alpha and Omega. And so I was like, there's a giant A. So I glued this down. I had a little bit left over. And so I have that A and Z on this side. But there was no Omega, obviously, because they're all English letters. So I drew in the Omega here. And I think it turned out really cute. And then I kind of extended those over. So this turned out really good. And then I kind of drew a map, also in a bit of a contemporary style. And this one just turned out okay. But not everything can turn out perfect. And then I finished this one, and we're on to this. And I think this one's about like day and night, like life and death and day and night. And so I was kind of thinking these two might look good together. And what color would be a great background? A magenta. But this magenta, this like fuchsia, was a little bit too dark, and this was way too light. So I'm thinking kind of a mix. And I were a paintbrush, I would live over here where I put all the paintbrushes. I got this like thing that holds all the paintbrushes now. It's a little overwhelming, so I don't know that I love it, but I'm trying it out. So we just want to get the paint on there. It does not matter if it looks amazing or not. And I did grab some water earlier just so I'd have it ready in case I ended up wanting to do this. I was unsure if I was going to draw or not, and I've also got some paper to do some cards because I want to do some cards as well. Let me just double check. I'm assuming nobody's on or watching, but I will add this so I can see if anybody has. Let me mute. Ah, my mom's on. Hi, Mom. I love her so much. My chat thing, I cannot get to work. I will work on it after, but hi. I love her. She's awesome. So here we are. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and do something fun. I think that should be fun. I think these colors are awesome. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. I just love beautiful colors. We're trying to get some awesome colors on here. Oh, kind of went onto the other paper, which I kind of knew was going to happen, and then I did nothing about it. Oh well. Oh, I'm loving these paint strokes, but I do want to get more towards the end of the paper, but I want to blend it all together. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Isn't that pink just gorgeous? Oh, the picked raspberry definitely took over, but I'm not actually that mad about it. Maybe we can add a little bit more of the fuchsia and darken it up a little bit. And I do actually want this to be fully covered, so we'll just get it covered and then we can add our brush strokes back in. There we go. Oh, look at that. Love the color. It is not coming through, I don't feel like, very well on the screen, but this is an extremely vibrant color. So let's, might need to get a little bit of water, get the paint mixing just a little bit. Now, this is not like super amazing paper. It's journaling paper as opposed to like crafting paper. So we've got to be careful. But, and just ignore. And there we go. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I love it. I love the pink. There we go. Oh, so I think I will let that dry because it is beautiful and going to be a perfect setting for the rest of our piece there. I'm loving the color already. I went ahead and also grabbed out this paper pack that I got from, let me clean this off for a second. Here we go. The pink stained it just a little bit, but not too bad. I got this from Barnes & Noble, and I just thought it had some of the prettiest papers. So we will take a look. Maybe we can make a happy summer card. It's like, hey, it's summer. Let's enjoy ourselves. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's so pretty. I do think a lot of this is AI art, which I don't super love. But I figured as kind of like backdrops to what I want to do, it'd be fine. Let's do these sardines. There's no sincerer love than the love of food. There's no sincerer love than the love of food. I don't think that's great English. I would think it would be there is no more sincere love than the love of food. I mean, I would disagree, but I think that's the more grammatically correct. Also, I did not have to go far in that book. I like this thing. I like these sardines. I don't love the sardines, but I figure we can cut them up and maybe do something fun with them. Let's just start chopping. Chop away. Sardines in tomato sauce. We'll cut out the sardines in tomato sauce because I kind of like that. And I'm thinking what we'll do is go like this. Let's start with this guy. Let's kind of cut his head. Let's do this guy. I have an idea. So we'll cut out we'll fussy cut out the bottom of him. And the top we'll keep on this green paper. That might be fun. Maybe. We will see. I think this would be a happy card to get. You're just like, what is this? A stupid sardine. Let's see. Go there. Actually a pretty easy shape to cut. And I like how he has kind of thick lines. So I've just got to cut into the line a little bit. There we go. And I think I'll just kind of follow that curve there. And maybe we'll cut out his little mouth. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And there we go. I don't like that. Maybe what we'll do is we'll tear it. I like that. Okay. The tearing definitely adds that thing that we were missing. The missing element. Paper's stuck. Okay. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now, here it's kind of our fishy on this. And this is the 5.5 by 4.25 cardstock. We could definitely do that. Have them kind of swimming across and then maybe put like this on the inside. I don't know that I love this gray. Maybe we need to do some kind of background in black. That might be fun. Do I have like something easy? I got a skull. Let's go for it. Sounds like fun. And I think this is the only black ink I've got right now. I need to order some more. And we're just winging this. This seems like a winging it kind of project. So let's just get some ink on there. And I think I will spray this with a little bit of water, which will give it a little bit more texture. And I'm gonna have to get some ink for this black soot. There we go. Get some stuff down. This will be a nice kind of contrast to the more blockiness, hopefully. We'll see. And, ooh, that's kind of scary. Kind of something like that. That's kind of terrifying. Maybe we go like this. Block some of that skull. Maybe add some of the wording here. I'll try it. It just kind of fell down. Hey, that's not bad. And clean that off real quick. Add some busyness. Maybe a little bit of these notes. Pick up some right there. And maybe kind of in the middle. I don't know. It seems a little busy now. I'm hoping putting this over top. Make it better. See. Maybe something like this. I don't love the gray tone. I'm not in love with that. Hold on. Okay. So we will hold this. Maybe I'll find a use for it. Instead, what if we do something like this? Okay, I've got an aqua marker and let's do just some vertical lines. Something easy, kind of replicates the feeling. Okay. And I like that. I think it needs just a little bit more. And the little bit more I'm thinking is on a Arty Dirty block. We'll clean it off. And I'm thinking just splattering a little bit of the marker on there. There we go. Put this one back and grab some kind of clean water. Just some splashes, which are a little bit smaller than expected, but not the end of the world, I guess. We need more, definitely more. Yeah, a little closer it looks like. Kind of get a little bit more. Okay. I don't know if that added more, but I feel like it maybe did. Maybe. And I think close it out. I'm gonna okay. Now then we'll have something like this over top. I'm not letting it in because it will get wet. And I think I want to lift this up. So maybe get some thick foam. I'll have to look for that. Ah, it's right behind me. Let's go ahead and put some thick foam on this while this dries a little bit. There we go. Clean that off. Dry it off a little bit. And there we go. We'll see. Just making a giant mess per usual. Awesome. There we go. Kind of there. Maybe like that. And the little fishy tail. And a tiny bit to go right there. I guess we're making a big card. That's what I'm feeling like. It is a big card day. I also feel like the anchovies or whatever, sardines, have a lot of personality. They're big card sardines. Kind of worked. It's right there. And cut off some more. I know people just put like tiny little dots of the foam adhesive on theirs. They put like one here, and then like one there. And I am like a more is more on the foam adhesive. Because it's just gonna fall down if you don't. But that's a personal opinion. It's a personal choice. You are allowed to have differing opinions on foam adhesive. In case nobody told you that. Okay. But a bit of me is left on this foam tape. Okay. It's sticky. Which I guess is a good thing. Go this way. And I think we're about done. The foam adhesive. Stick that back on. And voila. Okay. drying. Once it fully dries, I'll stick this down. And then I think the last thing, it definitely needs a sentiment. And I'm thinking something happy, something expressive, maybe like a big high or die cut sentiment might be cute. Sending thoughts, something like that. And then maybe some sequins. I don't know if I've got any red sequins. That's upsetting. It's definitely red or yellow. Okay, we will let this dry. I think everything's still drying. We went past 30 minutes, which was my goal for today for the first one. Come back on Wednesday at 7:15, I believe, is the next live. Thanks so much, Mom, for joining. Thanks anybody else who joins later.